Hey everyone, if you're a subscriber or you've watched some of my videos, you know that I see Christ and Christianity as two totally different things. And you know that I put no real importance on believing the doctrines of Christianity, even though I was a devout Christian for most of my life. And the reason is because today I go by this little teeny part of the Bible right here. This is the Gospels about Jesus. It's his actual life and teachings. And there's not really a lot of doctrine in here. Most of the doctrine comes from the rest of the Bible here and here. And this is not so much about things we believe as it is things we do. But whenever you take Jesus and you put him in the Bible here, and most of this, 2/3 of this was written by Paul. So Paul actually is responsible for a lot more of Christianity, actually about all of it, than Jesus is. So let me show you a clip of a pastor that's saying what I'm saying, even though he's actually arguing against me.
Say, well, I'm just going to read the Gospels, and I'm just going to listen to Jesus, okay? And I'm not going to listen to Paul because I can't harmonize the two. Well, that is impossible.
Well, actually, no, it is not impossible because I do it. I just take this little part of the Bible right here, the Gospels, and, I go by this. And the world would be a lot better off, I think, if we put a little more of this into practice and a lot less of this because, treat others as you want to be treated, forgiveness, stuff like that that's not religious that Jesus taught. It would go a long way toward making the world a lot better of a place. But Christianity could not exist without Paul because Paul is actually the architect. And here's another clip.
We have no Christianity without the Bible. We have no Christianity today without God's revelation through the Apostle Paul.
Well, there you go. You thought I was kidding you, didn't you? Christianity is all about Paul and the Bible and not about Jesus. Now, I grew up in Christianity. I believed for decades that I was following Jesus, but I see today I was actually following Paul. I was taught that I was born corrupted because of Adam and Eve's sin. I was unrighteous. I was separate from an angry God. And that the only way to be saved was to confess Jesus and believe in the resurrection and then give my entire life to service of the church, in the church. But you cannot get any of that if you just go by Jesus right here. You get the exact opposite. He changed our entire concept of God from this to this. But Christianity changed it back again to this. But if we just go by Jesus, there could have been no holy wars, crusades, no inquisitions or witch trials. There could be no slavery, misogyny, homophobia, or hate of any kind. But we can use the Bible to justify all of those, and people have and people continue to. But you can't get it from Jesus. So it's no wonder that people hate Christ, but they don't really hate Christ. They hate Christianity, and I can't really say I blame them for it at all. Now, I'm not telling anybody to believe like I do. I'm not saying that there are not incredible things. I mean, the Bible is an amazing, amazing book. I mean, you really should read it. It's well worth it. But I just, for me, this is what I do. I go by Jesus, and then there's the rest of the Bible, and he's way above everything else. So if this resonates with you, please share it and leave your comments. If you think I'm wrong, I'd be happy to talk to you. I would love to talk to the pastor, whoever he is that gave that sermon. And actually, it was a good sermon. I listened to most of it. So anyway, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, if you want to think outside of the box of about Jesus, about Christ. And I wish you all the best day ever.